Well, it's time for story with Oma Mary. And today we're going to read a book called Bug Soup, What's in Your Lunch? Sounds very interesting to me, and somebody sent it in the mail, so we get to read it. What soups do these animals eat? As you read this book, look at each soup's ingredients and guess which animal eats that pot of soup. Then turn the page to get the answer. So you have to pay attention, you have to watch, you have to listen. Meet Mrs. Hoop. She makes the soups for all the animals at her local zoo. Today, Mrs. Hoop was asked to make a whole bunch of different soups, but on her way to the zoo, she lost her soup list. Uh-oh. What do you do without your soup list? I get lost when I go to the grocery store without my list. Now, Mrs. Hoop doesn't know which animals the soups are for. Can you help Mrs. Hoop by working out the clues? Now listen. Who at the zoo eats bug soup? His home is made from silk. He has 8 long legs for climbing walls. He catches his dinner in a silky web. And do you have a guess? This bug soup is for a spider. I didn't know spiders ate soup. Who at the zoo eats fish soup? She washes her face with her paws. She purrs when she's happy. She makes a meow sound when she's hungry. This fish soup is for the cat, of course. Who at the zoo eats lizard soup? She flies across the moonlit sky. She can twist her head around to face backwards. She makes a hooting or toot-toot sound. This lizard soup is for... Who do you think lizard soup is for? An owl. Owls eat lizard soup. Who at the zoo eats leaf soup? She picks fresh leaves from the highest branches. She has a very long neck. She is the tallest animal in the world. Who do you think leaf soup is for? Long neck, longer than mine. I bet you guessed it. A giraffe. Yay! Who at the zoo eats egg soup? He has a long and scaly body. He slithers along the forest floor or the desert sand. He hisses and sometimes rattles when he is surprised. Who do you think eats egg soup? Did you guess a snake? If you did, you're correct. Who at the zoo eats bone soup? He rolls on his back when he's playing. He wags his tail when he's happy. He sometimes barks at strangers. This bone soup is for... Who do you think the bone soup is for? It's a dog. How many of you have dogs? I have a dog. My dog's name is Gabe. Who at the zoo eats twig soup? He rolls in the sticky mud to keep cool. He trumpets loudly when he is surprised. He lifts heavy objects with his long gray trunk. There's a clue. This twig soup is for... Who would eat twig soup? An elephant, of course. You all knew that. Who at the zoo eats mollusk soup? His giant tusks for climbing out of the water. His mustache helps him search the seabed for food. He claps loudly and with his flippers. Who would eat mollusk soup? Are you stumped? Are you stumped? A walrus. A walrus. That's not one we come across every day, is it? Who at the zoo eats carrot soup? She hops around green meadows with her friends. Her long ears stand up when she listens. She has a soft, white, fluffy tail. This carrot soup is for... What do you think? A rabbit eats carrot soup. Who at the zoo eats scorpion soup? He makes his home in the hot desert. He lives in the underground tunnels called burrows. He stands up on his hind legs when keeping guard. This scorpion soup is for... I'm perplexed. Who's it for? A meerkat. I wouldn't have guessed that. I hope you did. A meerkat. Who at the zoo eats banana soup? He has feet that look like hands. He can hang from a branch by his tail. He chatters as he swings from tree to tree. This banana soup is for... Who would eat banana soup? I bet you know. I bet you know. I bet you said it was a monkey. Who at the zoo eats chicken soup? Her home is an underground den. She catches food for her little cubs. Her warm fur is orange or red. This chicken soup is for... Who do you think? Who do you think? A fox. A fox eats chicken soup. You don't want a fox in the hen house. Who at the zoo eats tomato soup? She makes lots of different soups. She lost her soup list and didn't know what to do. You helped her match the animals with their soup. This tomato soup is for... Who do you think it's for? Mrs. Hoop. She likes tomato soup. And she would like to thank you very much for being so helpful. Thank you for helping her match the soup to the animals. And I hope you have a great day and maybe be a soup day soon.